Hi, I am going to talk to you today about overcompensating. How many times have you, as a single parent, had to deal with the issue of overcompensating for your children? This is something that I struggle with all the time. I feel guilty because my kids only have me, because their fathers are not involved either at all or like they should be. So I feel like, oh wow, they have to go to school and they have to see these other kids that have their fathers, or they have to deal with X, Y, Z, whatever. So woe is them, woe is me. I have to go get myself in debt by showering them with gifts so that they'll feel better. But that always seems to bite me in the butt. And I'm sure that it does the same to you, which is why it becomes such an issue in our lives. And I was reading this book, which I think is excellent, and I would urge everyone to go get it. It is called Simplify, and it's by Bill Hybels. And we're actually doing a study on that right now in my single moms group at church. And I found a sentence in there which was so profound to me, and it stated that we must live beneath the level of God's provision for us in our household, our family, in order for us to be successful. And we get into debt when we try to live above or outside of our particular level of provision allotted to us by God. Okay? And we either live outside of that level by coveting what we see our neighbor has, being jealous of what our friends have, or, just having an addiction to purses, shoes. That's my thing sometimes. But also, always feeling like you have to, take your kids out. They have to have McDonald's every day, to have them smile, or they have to eat out so many times a week to have them smile, or, your son has to have the latest video game to make him smile, or your daughter has to have the latest makeup, or American Girl doll at $110 a pop, even though you can't afford it, but you got to try to steal from Peter to pay Paul to try to get it for her, because you got to see her smile because she doesn't have her father. So you have to overcompensate, but God says He doesn't want us to do that. He wants us to live within the means that He has allotted for us. That as long as we provide the necessities, food, shelter, clothing for our children, then that is really enough. All of that other stuff, we kind of really have to evaluate, where is that coming from? Is it really because we feel guilty that the other parent is not there? Or is it because we feel a need to compete with other people? Is it us or is it them? And if we don't get these certain things for our kids, and if we don't keep up with the Joneses, is it going to kill us? No. If our kids don't get every single thing that comes out as soon as it comes out, is that going to kill them? If they don't have every little thing that they want? No. But it is a blessing what you have. And we are told in the Bible to be content with what we do have. And that is what God wants us to do. He wants us to be content with what we have. And that should be enough. And I know sometimes it's like, oh, it's easier said than done, and you don't have to deal with hearing my kid going off all the time about how he wants this, and you don't have to see my kid pouting or how he looks or how he feels when he sees this and that and his other friends having this or that. I know how it is. I have kids. But, sometimes you got to look at it too. Always giving, 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 giving when they are not able to have, what are you really teaching your child? And if they aren't able to get it, how are they going to act? Is that real life? Is that reality? Are they always going to get what they want? Are they always going to have life the way they want it on a silver platter? No, they're not. Everything is not always going to go their way. So it's best to teach them that now in these little nuggets of life, lessons, okay, than to have them get older and have it all hit them at once, okay? So basically, what I want you to get away from this video is that overcompensating for the absentee parent has to stop. No one's going to judge us. No one's going to say we're a bad parent. Yeah, they're going to say we're a bad parent if our kids don't have what they need. That's what's most important. And that's what everyone's going to judge us by. But because the kids don't have the latest whatever, no. That does not make you a bad parent. We have got to stop feeling as if we need to overcompensate for the absentee parent not being there. That is a ploy of the devil to keep us bound, to keep us stuck financially, to keep us emotionally stuck, to keep us miserable. That's not God. God wouldn't want us to be in that torture, emotionally, financially. You have to see it for what it is. And that is today's topic. Overcompensation. Single moms, we have got to stop it. It's not good. I do it, I'm guilty, and I know that I have to stop. And I tell you, today, I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to stop. And I want you to stop also. Let's get our babies what they need. Let's make sure they have what they need. And all that extra stuff, if you can get something, fine. If you got some overtime or you got a little extra or you get a windfall you weren't expecting and is not going to dig into your budget money for your bills or whatever, fine. Okay? But if you're trying to steal from Peter to pay Paul to get your child what they want and they don't need it, come on, Mom, let's not do that. Let's live responsibly. Let's live comfortably. Let's live within the allotted provision God has set forth for our particular household. I pray that you take away that nugget of wisdom that I had the aha moment of. And I pray that you will be blessed by that as well. God bless you.